Imagine finding an old 5-cent coin that looks almost ordinary, but has a history stretching back more than 8 decades. And before you toss it aside, take a closer look at the date. This is a 1941 Jefferson nickel, and because there is no mint mark visible on the coin, it was struck at the Philadelphia Mint in 1941. More than 200 million Jefferson nickels were produced in Philadelphia, so this isn't automatically a rare coin simply because of its age. But that's exactly why collectors know they have to look deeper. On the front, you'll see the familiar portrait of Thomas Jefferson, surrounded by the inscriptions "In God We Trust," "Liberty," and the year 1941. Turn the coin over and you'll find Monticello, Jefferson's famous Virginia home, along with the Pluribus Unum, Monticello, 5 cents, and United States of America. This nickel was designed by Felix Schlag, and unlike the famous wartime Jefferson nickels that followed, the 1941 version contains the standard copper-nickel composition rather than the special silver alloy used from 1940 to through 1945. Now here's where the value story becomes much more interesting. A heavily circulated example like the coin shown here may only be worth a modest amount above face value, depending on its exact condition, but Jefferson nickel collectors pay serious attention to coins that have strong strikes, attractive surfaces, original luster, and especially clearly defined full steps on Monticello. Those tiny architectural details can make an enormous difference when a coin reaches high grades. In fact, exceptional 1941 Jefferson nickels have brought thousands of dollars at major auctions, proving that condition can completely transform the value of an otherwise common date. That's why you should never judge an old nickel simply by looking at its color or age. Examine the date carefully. Check whether there is a mint mark. Inspect Jefferson's hair and facial details. Study the lettering for unusual doubling. And then flip the coin over and examine Monticello from top to bottom. Look closely at the steps beneath the building, because sharp and complete steps can be one of the most important features collectors look for on high-grade Jefferson nickels. Also remember that not every strange mark is a mint error. Damage from circulation, cleaning, scratches, corrosion, and environmental exposure can create appearances that look unusual, but have little collector premium. The coin in this video clearly shows substantial circulation wear, so it should not be treated as a rare jackpot coin based on appearance alone. But that doesn't make it uninteresting. Every 1941 Jefferson nickel is a small piece of American history, struck during a fascinating period just before the United States entered World War II and just before the Jefferson nickel itself underwent one of the most recognizable changes in its history. So if you have a 1941 nickel sitting inside an old coin jar, inherited collection, pocket change box, or forgotten drawer, don't spend it without checking it first. Compare the date, mint mark, strike quality, surface condition, and reverse details. And if you believe you've discovered something unusual, consider having the coin examined by a reputable coin dealer or professional grading service. The real lesson is simple. An old coin doesn't have to look perfect to deserve a second look, and sometimes the smallest details are what separate an ordinary 5-cent coin from a valuable collector piece. Follow the coin aura for more US coin discoveries, rare dates, mint errors, and hidden treasures. And let me know in the comments, have you ever found a Jefferson nickel that made you stop and wonder how much it could really be worth?